Shawnee, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. Now, if you guys have been following what's new at Sephora, you guys have heard of these new Kat Von D lipsticks that have just come out. I am so excited about them. They are her new Studded Kiss lipsticks. Now, Kat Von D discontinued her original line of lipsticks, which I believe were called the Painted Love lipsticks, and she's replacing them with these new Studded Kiss lipsticks. Now, these lipsticks retail for $21 a piece. You can get them exclusively at Sephora or Sephora.com. There are 30 shades in the line, so there is an extremely wide variety of shades. If you guys are familiar with the Kat Von D line, you guys know that Kat Von D always releases very unique, different shades, and this lipstick line is no exception. There are some very unique shades in this collection, and the thing I think I love the most about it is that the lipstick collection is supposed to be very long-wearing, matte finish lipsticks. Now, despite them all having essentially a very matte or flat finish, they don't have any glossiness or shininess to them. I find them to be pretty comfortable to wear, and there's also a lot of different types of lipsticks. The finishes are all different. In my opinion, that's really unique. A lot of lipstick formulas, if they're matte, most of the time they are a cream matte finish, which means they have no shimmer or glitter in them. But Kat Von D's lipstick line, out of the 30 shades, has a wide variety. There are a good amount of cream matte finishes, no shimmer, no glitter in them. Then there are some that are metallic, so they have a really nice kind of shimmery finish. Then there are some that have like a duochrome finish, meaning the base of the color is like a pink or a purple, and then it has kind of a darker purple or a blue duochrome to it. And then some of them are flat out glitter. They are like chunky glitter finish. Now, when I saw this lipstick line for the first time in my local Sephora store, I swatched all 30 of the colors up and down my arm. You guys know me. If you guys are familiar with my channel, you guys know I love to get full collections for you guys so you can see all the colors that are offered. However, because this collection did have 30 lipsticks and they were $21 a piece, I couldn't justify getting all 30 of them. I'm sorry, but I did get 16, so that is still over half of the collection. So I am going to be doing an in-depth review showing you guys all 16 of them swatched on my lips, as well as up-close swatches on my hand. So let's get into all of the fun stuff. Starting off with the packaging, the lipstick tube looks so cute. It is called Studded Kiss, and it is this kind of patent black plastic, and it's got these black little studs all around it. I think that's so cute. It does have the Kat Von D logo on the top. The bottom has a little sticker, as you can see, with the name of the color, and this sticker is corresponding to the color that's inside the tube. Sort of. They're not exact, but they're close enough that you can get kind of an idea. Lipstick opens up just like a traditional tube, and this part here is a shiny silver. And then the actual lipstick bullet rolls up like that, and you do have the Kat Von D logo kind of etched in the lipstick, as you can see. Now, my overall consensus on these lipsticks, after having tried 16 of them on my lips, testing them for wear, and swatching the entire range on my skin at the Sephora store, I have to say, overall, this lipstick line is very hit and miss. There are some shades that are absolutely flawless in formula. They glide on extremely nicely. They last for 9 to 10 hours on the lips. No touch-ups required. Absolutely gorgeous. No blotting required. It's just amazing. And then there are some that go on very patchy, very streaky, blotchy. They're not pigmented. They take 5 or 6 or more swipes to get them to be opaque. Based on the reviews I've seen from other people who have tried this lipstick formula, some people love it, and then some people absolutely hate it. Don't feel like you're losing in the sense of the texture on your lips. Once you get them on, they are a matte finish, but despite them being a matte finish, they're not incredibly drying. I would recommend you exfoliating your lips beforehand to get off all the dead skin and applying a lip balm to kind of prep your lips before applying these. I think if you take those steps, you won't have any problems in the lipstick cracking throughout the day or it drying out your lips or anything like that. I think the thing that I like the most about this range though is the fact that she has a lot of very unique colors offered. So I think if you are looking for a particular color that you can't necessarily find in another lipstick formula, I think you will really, really enjoy these lipsticks. Before I get more into the qualities of these lipsticks, I'm just going to show you guys all 16 of the colors that I have, and I will do swatches on my lips as well as up close swatches on my hand. Okay, this first shade is called Cathedral, and this is a shade that would fit in perfectly with my favorite nude and neutral lipstick video. If you guys saw that video, I uploaded it on Monday, and I'll put a link to it in the description box below if you haven't seen it. But this lipstick would fit in perfectly with that. The only difference with this is it is a matte finish, just like Kat Von D claims. And despite it being a matte finish, it's not at all uncomfortable, and it's not patchy when it goes on. It's a little bit drier than, you know, a creamy lipstick, but it's not bad at all, and I really, really love the shade. This next shade is Gothica, and this is a shade that I wasn't sure if I should get, and I'm still kind of iffy about it. It's kind of a caramel tan color base, but it's got a lot of gold glitter in it, like chunky glitter. And I got this solely because it was very, very unique. It is a really, really unique color. I don't have anything like this. This next shade is called Thin Lizzy, and this is another shade that focuses very heavily on the glitter aspect. I would describe this as kind of a deep red or like a terracotta orangey red base with kind of orangey gold copper type chunky glitter in it. This one, the base color does show up a lot more on my skin tone, and that glitter, once again, really does pop. It's very unique. I don't have a lipstick that is this glittery. Okay, this next shade is Des Femmes. It's some French name. It'll be written right here. I have no idea how to say it. But this is a very bright corally pink. And on my skin tone, because my skin tone is a little bit darker, it doesn't show up as bright or radiant as it actually is. But it is a very bright corally pink. One thing I do have to say about this particular color is that it is drier in formula, so it does kind of tug a little bit at your lips when you're applying it, which is kind of unfortunate. I think that has something to do with the cream finish lipsticks that are in this collection. Some of them are incredibly smooth and nice, and I'll be pointing those out as I go through them, but some of them have a little bit of a formula issue, and this is one of the ones that is kind of This next shade on my lips is called Sexer, and this is a very, very bright, I believe the Sephora site calls it neon pink or fluorescent pink, and I wouldn't say it's quite neon or fluorescent, but it is a very, very bright hot pink. I think the thing that makes it brighter is the fact that it's got a little bit of like a blue or kind of like a dark purple iridescence to it, so that kind of makes the pink pop a lot more. But I will say that this particular shade lacks in pigmentation a little bit. It's not quite as pigmented as a lot of the other ones, so you do have to build it up and do at least 4 or 5 swipes to get it to this color pink. This next shade is Bachelorette, which is an incredibly bright hot pink. This one does have a little bit of red tones in it, so it's not a straight up hot pink. It's kind of like a pinky red. This one is another matte shade, and this one did drag a tiny itty bitty bit. Not as much as the last one that I told you that dragged, the French sounding name, but this one did drag a little bit. This next one is called Countess, which is the only orange I decided to get in this collection. There were two oranges. The other one was called A Go-Go, and that was like a true tangerine neon orange, and I decided to go with the more wearable orange in the collection, which is this one. This is kind of a reddened orange, so it is an orange, but it's more on the red side. This one also has a cream finish, and this one did drag once again a little bit, and it did take a couple coats to get this color completely opaque. Guys, my lips hate me right now. Look how stained they are, and I'm like not even halfway through. Okay, this next one is called Adora, and this is one of the two kind of red tone shades that I picked up in the collection. This one is a very, very metallic, kind of like a candied red, and it's got a lot of golden metallic shimmer in it, and it is so metallic that it almost looks orange on the lips. I will say that this is not like Gothica or Thin Lizzy, the ones that have chunky glitter. This is a true metallic. This one went on very opaque, very smooth, really a beautiful formula on this shade. This next shade is called Hexagram, and this is the only true red that I ended up getting from this collection. This is a matte cream finish, very beautiful deep red. It's not too bright and in your face. It's not like a fire engine red. It's more of like a pinup or like a 50s old school Hollywood type red. There were a couple of other red lipsticks that were brighter and more kind of like in your face fire engine, but I decided to go with this one. The formula on this one is flawless, incredibly opaque in just one or two swipes, and very, very comfortable feeling on the lips. Okay, now we're going into kind of purple tone lipsticks, and this first one is kind of the most classic lavender purple. If you just think like lavender, this is what it is. This one is called Coven, and I got it mainly because it was one of the more unique lipstick colors that she's offering. Despite it being a very unique color, I will say the formula on it was horrific. It is very patchy, very chalky, very streaky. It doesn't transfer very well, and then what does transfer kind of patches up, and it just doesn't look very flattering. So while the color itself isn't incredibly flattering to my skin tone alone, neither is the formula. So I really couldn't recommend this, even though it is a unique shade. This next shade is called Wonderchilde, and this one has a very, very similar formula to Sexer, which I showed you, that incredibly hot pink. This one is a very, very bright toned violet color, but the formula is kind of on the sheer side. It's a little patchy, and it has that kind of blue or dark violet duochrome to it, which is why the base color just doesn't pop as much, because that kind of duochrome shimmer is in there. This next shade is called L.U.V, or L.U.V, which is a kind of mid-tone, very bright violet color. There's no shimmer in this one. It is a cream matte finish lipstick. However, I have to say, as much as I adore the color of this, the formula is very, very bad. It's streaky, it's blotchy, it's patchy, it's not pigmented. You can see that in the hand swatch that I did, how it just kind of bunches up on the rough skin that I have on my hand. So that's incredibly unfortunate. She does have this exact shade in her liquid lipstick formula. I believe it's called the Everlasting Love Liquid Lipsticks, and I much prefer this shade in that liquid lipstick formula because it is so opaque and pigmented and gorgeous, and I love the shade. I just don't like the formula. Next shade is called Wolvesmouth, and this is another metallic shade just like Adora, except this is a deepened berry metallic. and this has a flawless formula. Love it, extremely smooth, glides on beautifully, looks amazing on the lips. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous metallic berry. The shade is called something else I do not know how to pronounce, BAUHAUS 5. It'll be written right here once again. This one is a matte finish, berry toned, actually just a true berry in my opinion. It's not too red toned, it's not too purple toned. It is just the perfect berry lipstick, and I absolutely love it. Okay, this next shade is called Motorhead, and I'm almost embarrassed to even show you guys this one because this one looks awful. It is a very, very dark, in the bullet it looks almost black, but it's actually a very, very dark, like a black cherry color. Gorgeous color, but the formula, once again, is that very, very stiff. It's very hard to swatch. Once you do get it to swatch, it's patchy. You can see that in my up close hand swatch. It's patchy in that swatch. It goes on patchy on your lips. It's hard to get in the lines. Just, I feel like from far away, this lip swatch doesn't look bad, but I'm not even gonna zoom you guys in because it is embarrassing how awful this lip swatch looks. And this last shade, which is the darkest out of all of the ones that I got, and absolutely the most unique out of all of the ones I got. This one is called Poe, which is a very, very dark navy blue with kind of purple and some kind of goldish shimmers in it. It's almost a cross between one of her glitters and one of her metallics. It's more shimmery than her metallics, but it's not as glittery as like the true glitter lipsticks. This one is really unique, really, really fun and cool. I know a lot of you guys think that these kind of bright, bold, crazy lip colors are not cool looking, but I love them. I think they are really unique and really awesome, and I'm really happy that Kat Von D came out with one that you can just get at Sephora. It's in a traditional lipstick line, and I think it looks freaking fabulous. I hope showing you guys all of those lipsticks on my lips was helpful. I really try to do these videos to help you guys out as much as I can, because especially with a newer lipstick line, I know there aren't a ton of reviews out there. I actually haven't seen hardly any video reviews on these lipsticks, so I really wanted to show you guys them kind of in action. I do have to say, most of these lipsticks do stain your lips, so if you guys like that quality in a lipstick, you guys will probably like these, because especially I found the red, pink, and berry tone lipsticks really, really stain your lips. These also do claim to have a creme brulee scent, is what the Sephora website says. I just say that it's a standard vanilla scent. To me, it smells exactly like a MAC lipstick. So my overall thoughts and opinions on this new lipstick line is that I'm not disappointed with the shades that I got. Some of them did disappoint me, and I may end up returning some of them, especially the ones that I was saying in the individual reviews were kind of disappointing in texture because they're kind of patchy and they don't go on very well. So I may end up returning those, but I have to say overall I'm not incredibly disappointed, because this is the longest wearing lipstick formula that I have in my collection as far as a traditional lipstick. If you guys have tried out these lipsticks, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and please, please, please give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it and if you guys like seeing my lip swatches. My lips right now are completely and totally burning. They want to fall off my face. So please give me a thumbs up just for doing that for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this review video, and I will catch you guys on Monday. Bye.